Okay, friends, here is our language art, some of it. This is going to be a longer video because I'm going to read the story with you guys. So I want you to follow along in your book or on the screen. We're going to be using our key book, so our smaller one with the key on the side. Go ahead and open up to page 78 and recall what our essential question is. So we started a new topic, remember, and our essential question is, how can starting a business help others? So we're going to read about how two companies are making a difference. So take a look at this picture, maybe make a prediction of what the story is going to be about. And I'm going to read it along with you guys so you can hear me reading, and then I'll explain your directions. Okay? So I'm going to start on page 79. It is called Dollars and Cents. This is kind of like an informational text where it has subtitles, and then if you look through, it'll have pictures, and it's going to have a graph. So we're going to talk through each of these. All right? So follow along. I have my bookmark here to help me out. Behind the success of these big businesses is a desire to help others. So we know that's what the story is going to be about. Good business is not always about the bottom line. A compassionate company knows that making money is not the only way to measure success. Many large businesses in the United States and all over the world are finding unusual ways to help people in need. Hearts and souls. After starting and running 4 businesses, Blake Mycoskie wanted a break from his usual routine. In 2006, he traveled to Argentina in South America, and while he was there, he learned to sail and dance. He also visited poor villages where very few of the children had shoes. Mycoskie decided he had to do something. I'm going to start a shoe company, and for every pair I sell, I'm going to give 1 pair to a kid in need. For this new undertaking, Mycoskie started the business using his own money. He named it Tom's, Shoes for Tomorrow. Give me a thumbs up if you guys have heard those shoes before. I have. The slip-on shoes are modeled on shoes that are traditionally worn by Argentine workers. Mycoskie immediately set up his innovative 1-for-1 program. Tom's gives away 1 pair of shoes for every pair that is purchased. Later that year, Mycoskie returned to Argentina and gave away 10,000 pairs of shoes. By 2011, Tom's had donated over 1 million pairs. So here's a picture of what the Tom's shoes looks like. On the page. The company has expanded to sell eyeglasses. In a similar program, 1 pair of eyeglasses is donated for every pair that is bought. Mycoskie is pleased and surprised. I always thought I would spend the first half of my life making money and the second half giving it away, Mycoskie says. I never thought I could do both at the same time. Giving back rocks. Have you ever seen a Hard Rock Cafe? The company runs restaurants and hotels. In 1990, the company launched a new enterprise, charity. Since then, it has given away millions of dollars to different causes. Its motto is love all, serve all. One way the company raises funds for charity is by selling a line of t-shirts. The process starts with rock stars designing the art that goes on the shirts. Then the shirts are sold on the internet. Part of the money that is raised from the sales of the shirts is given to charity. Employees at Hard Rock Cafe locations are encouraged to raise money for their community. Every store does it differently. And here it has a picture. The Hard Rock Cafe are successful and give back to the community. The restaurant in Hollywood, Florida, worked with some exceptional students from 2 Florida high schools. Together, they put on an event to raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The foundation grants wishes to children with serious medical problems. The bottom line. Every day, companies are thinking of innovative ways to give back to their community. If you own a business, making a profit is important. However, helping others is just as important as the bottom line. Helping others is good business. So I showed you, this is the Hard Rock Cafe selling. This is Tom's employees unpack shoes to give away. So the ones where if you buy a shoe, they donate a shoe. And take a look at this bar graph that we have. It's labeled top 5 biggest charities. And it says individuals as well as businesses are committed to helping people in need. This graph shows the American charities that got the most donations in one recent year and how much money they raised. So this is in 1 year. Number 1 is United Way Worldwide, and they raised, let's see, that's hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, $3,842,018,486. That's a lot of money. Number 2 is the Salvation Army. They came in at $1,719,268,000. Number 3 is AmeriCares. They were really close at $1,194,350,692. Number 4 is Feed the Children. They came in at $1,191,965,901. And number 5 is Food for the Poor. They raised $1,076,390,140. So think if you've ever heard any of these and what they do for the community. Let's read through these questions really quick. I want you thinking to yourself. If you have a spot to write these down, that would be super great to kind of get your thoughts out or talk about it with a brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, mom, or dad. But the questions are, how do the 2 companies profiled in this article help others? So profiled means explain. So we have the Toms, we have the Hardback Cafe. How do they help others? Okay, think about what they do, think about where their money goes, and write it down or chat with somebody around you about it. If you owned a business, how would you use some of your profits to help others? Sorry, don't mind that phone ringing in the background. If you own a business, how would you use some of your profits to help others? So this is super interesting. You can even email me your answers or chat me your answers because I would love to hear what kind of business you would start and how you would help others. I think that is super interesting. So that is our story, our reading for the day. We are not going to do our vocab boxes today. We're going to do them tomorrow. Instead, we are going to do our spelling contract. So again, 80 points is due by Monday. You can choose one of them. You can choose all of them. How cool would it be if you guys did all of the words, not the words, the activities, because you have so much time at home. And then along with that, yesterday you did the word search. Today you are doing the crossword. So you're going to write each vocabulary word next to its definition. So some of these we did yesterday. Some of them you'll do tomorrow. But go ahead and do this the best you can. If you need to look up some of the definitions, use your key whole book. All right. That is all for the wonders. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Adios.